This is the Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel. Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel desu mainichi upsuruno de mainichi mite kudasai. Every single day I drop you guys content about sneakers, upcoming sneaker releases, and what's going on in the sneaker world. But here I am in front of a green screen, and I never do that, but I'm doing it now. That's a bit of a contradiction. If I say I never do it, I am actually doing it. And there's a reason that I'm doing it, but I'm not going to bore people with that reason in every single video. I'm just going to tell you there's a link down below. If you're interested in why I'm doing this in front of a green screen and not the usual way, follow that link down below that says about what's happening to the channel over the next couple of weeks. But for now, we'll just get into it. And what we're going to do today is we're going to look at a pair of sneakers that started it all for me. And this right here, the Air Max 93 270s, is the pair of sneakers that started it all for me. As I said in the introduction, today is all about the pair of sneakers that started it all for me, and it's the Air Max 270s, 93 Air Max 270s, and I'm in front of this green screen here. I'm not going to bore you with the details about why, but I am going to tell you that this green screen back here, I'm just going to play around with it and see what happens, see if it works. I don't know if the technology is going to work for me or not, and I'm going to be able to make that happen on the computer and be able to edit it properly. Maybe you're just looking at me presenting in front of a green curtain, or maybe I'm able to get some graphics back there and have some fun with this. Either way, let's just enjoy it and see what happens on the channel. Also, do hit that subscribe button down below, helping to grow the channel. We've blasted past 400 subscribers and we're going to keep on going. Hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like button, and drop me a comment and let me know what you think of the content. As I am here in Japan, I do drop that little sentence at the start of all my videos that goes, Toroku onegaishimasu. Zehi toroku o klikshite kudasai. Ima 400人以上に登録されているので、登録をクリックすると助かるので、登録をぜひお願いします. Okay, without further ado, let's get into these. So I'm dropping you just a quick video today because I do want to keep that daily content going while I'm a little bit busy right now. And what we're talking about is the Nike Air Max 270s, the Nike Air Max 93 270s. And we're going to have a quick look at the shoe. I'm going to tell you a couple of things about it, and I'll tell you the story of why this is the first shoe. This is the number one shoe for me. And you might already know this if you've watched a video of mine that's called Why I Had Never Owned a Pair of Jordans, that explained why the Bread 4s that came out in April were the first pair of Jordans that I had ever owned. And in that I talked about these guys. These were the first ever nice pair of sneakers that I ever owned. Now, there's no hiding here. Full disclosure, I'm 43 years old. That means that the 1993 270 Air Max 270s came out 26 years ago, so I was, quick bit of math, 17, and these were the first pair of nice sneakers I ever owned. We weren't a rich family growing up, and we didn't have enough to buy nice things, and gradually as we got older we got a bit more affluent, and then by the time I was 17 I was able to get my hands on a pair of nice sneakers, and this was the first time that I went to school with a pair of sneakers that were nice and that people looked at me and not me looking at people, and I loved these things. Now, these are not the original ones from 25 years ago when I was in high school. I got these 3 years ago, and you can see they're quite badly beaten up. You can see the markings up here, for example, because we wear our shoes, as Shoe Butter used to say. They've been used, but they haven't been used for 25 years. They've been used for 3 years because I bought these to celebrate my 40th birthday. I'm not rich enough to buy a BMW, so I bought myself my favorite pair of all-time shoes, and I do love them. I always love them. I love the sock effect up here on the top line. That was one of my favorite features. Loved the air bubble all the way around the back. At the time it was a real step forward in innovation. Before that it was the 180s that kind of cut the middle part of the heel section, but that extra bit that went all the way to the back of the sneakers was a big deal. And I just thought they were a beautiful sneaker. They fit amazingly. These are just a little bit I don't know, they're just a little bit round in the toe. I remember my original ones being a little bit sharper in the toe, and it wasn't quite so round like that. And that round bit in the toe, especially when I look down on them when I'm wearing them, is a bit of a disappointment to me. They don't look as good as I remember them being. But maybe that's just a fantasy of an old man thinking back to his high school days, and they didn't look as good then as I think they do, or I thought they did. And maybe they looked round back then as well, but to me, that that toe box area on there, I don't know how easily you're picking that up on the video here, but that toe box area was a bit too round on the front there for me, and I was a bit disappointed in that. But otherwise, this was the shoe that started it all for me, my first ever real sneaker. The UK is not a big Jordan or basketball culture, so that's why it's an Air Max most likely, and it wasn't a Jordan for the first time for me. But that was back in 1993 that I picked up the sneaker in my second last year of secondary school before heading off to university a couple of years later, and this is what started it all for me. So I wanted to add this to the collection of videos. There'll be other videos coming in front of the green screen over the next few weeks about other sneakers and other sneakers that are important to me, but of course the reviews of upcoming sneakers and talking about sneaker news as well. But for today, just wanted to showcase for you guys the very first sneaker that started it all, the first sneaker in my collection, the #1 sneaker, Sneaker Zero. You know how they say patient zero for when there's some like epidemic or something like this? So Sneaker Zero for me, where it all began. Thank you guys for checking out the content. Please do check in every day if you can. I am here every single day, and I appreciate you guys being here, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, hit me up with a comment down below. I'll be back tomorrow with another video in front of this green screen perhaps, or something else, who knows. I'm getting a bit creative for just this 2 weeks. Hit that link down below if you want to know what's going on in the channel and why. But for now, time for me to check off and do what I do at the end of every single video, which is say that I will see you tomorrow.